Hi, my name is Tyler Wenger, and I am going to do a Disposition multimedia presentation. First, just a few things about me professionally. I went to high school at Manheim Central, which is in Lancaster County, and I graduated in 2008. I then went to Messiah College and got a Bachelor's of Science in Sport Management in 2011. And I am 3 months away from graduating from Millersville University, and my degree will be a Master's of Education in Sport Management. Currently, I am a graduate assistant in the Sports Information Office at Millersville University. Just a few things about me personally. I'm currently engaged, and I will be getting married this May. As you have already seen, I'm very interested in sports. In high school, I played soccer and tennis, but I also really enjoy playing basketball and ice hockey and a bunch of other sports. Enjoy being active. My hobbies include wakeboarding. I also enjoy making, just fun action adventure movies, whether it be doing wakeboarding or other fun activities. I also enjoy listening to music and just hanging out with my friends. And then another big thing about me is my faith, and that is just something that has affected every area of my life and something that is important to me. My goals for this class, I'm really excited to learn more about each of the motivational theories and be able to apply them to the way I learn and to the way, the people I lead, the way that they learn, and how I can just, apply them to the different career paths that I may take. I'm also interested in learning about, the different reasons to why people learn and just kind of the psychology of why people learn, but also really why people don't learn and why they don't retain information, and I want to know how I can kind of reverse that within my profession. I'm also really interested in leadership, and I want to see if this class can teach me more about, motivating, whether it be students or motivating, athletes or just employees, and I feel like this class can have a lot of parallels to leadership motivation. And then also a goal for the class is, I would like to get an A and be able to keep my GPA up high. So again, my area is sport management, so this is a little different than everyone else in the class right now. But my area of interest is sport management and, teaching people about sport and specifically within sports information. But I think people learn best, or learn the subject, if you will, of sports information best, or working within sports information. I think they learn best just from hands-on experience. Putting somebody on a computer and being able to keep track of stats for an athletic event. Also, just learning from other professionals. My boss here at Millersville does a great job. I ask him questions a lot, and he knows he's very knowledgeable. So I think people who really care about it, when they're invested in it and they talk about it, you can learn a lot. When you talk to people who know what they're doing, I think that's very valuable. But also there's other different professional services and organizations that give out information about, how to write better, how to do other things more proficiently. And so I think when you read those services, you can also do a really good job. Some of the issues that I think would affect the students or the employees that I would be leading or teaching, specifically if you look at working within collegiate athletics, a lot of the student workers are going to have other classes that they're going to take, which are going to run into problems and affect how passionate they are, or how well they're able to complete their job, especially if they have something else on their mind. Also internships or other jobs, if they have other commitments that's going to be taken away from their time, that they'd be able to learn the different duties and responsibilities within sports information. But also if they've come from backgrounds where they might have played a sport and they have preconceived ideas of how you're supposed to stat something or how you're supposed to write a paper or write a press release, can also affect their ability to catch on and do things the right way. So I think this class and the block will help me to develop these dispositions, which, although these are more specifically for teaching, they are very well in parallel, many similarities in sport management. But I think this class will also, just kind of help me to learn more about, why people are motivated to learn and what affects the way people think when they're trying to learn. In the disposition of communicating professionally, this will just, give me a better idea of looking into the mind of the way different employees or different coworkers think, and just being able to, work and communicate with them in a manner that is best for the group, but also in a way that helps them to learn the best. So on this disposition, I would rate myself currently as a 7 out of 10. In demonstrates professional growth, I would rate myself as a 6 out of 10. I do try and stay up to date with the professional services and organizations that are available, but it can be challenging, with time commitments and other issues. Under demonstrates professional relationships, I would say that I am a 7 out of 10. Under exhibits attributes suitable to the profession, I would say that I'm an 8 out of 10. And to displays responsible and ethical behavior, I would say that I'm a 9 out of 10. And all of these dispositions, I think, as I go through the class and through the block to, learn more about each of them, I think as I go through this class, I'll be able to learn more about each of these dispositions and see how they apply to sport and sport management. And, it'll be a slow process of, developing each of these to get to a place where, I want them to be. And my current concerns, worries, and fears on learning educational psychology is just, this is a different realm for me, not, my area of necessarily interest, but I'm excited just to see, what the class does hold, and it'll be a challenge to try and relate this to sport and sport management, so I guess that worries me a little bit, but it also is something that'll be exciting, and how I can relate it to leadership as well. And I think the way that I learn best is through that hands-on experience, or just through, understanding an example or a real-life situation of how something would play out, so that I can kind of get a better idea in my mind of what we're talking about and how it would actually work in the classroom or in the work setting. And finally, here is a picture of myself and my lovely fiance.